As a hair and makeup artist of over 14 years, I have something to say about the conversation about hair and makeup pricing on a wedding day and why it's so expensive. And it all comes down to the experience, the overall experience, not just the application of hair and makeup, but how that service provider guides and makes you feel throughout the entire booking and service process. Over the last couple weeks, there has been quite a bit of conversation about hair and makeup artists and why they charge what they do on a wedding day. Some people saying, oh, it's just a face of makeup. I do find I'm still more mid-range. What is included in the package experience when you book with us? On a regular makeup booking, when someone just comes to the studio, we do the in-person consultation, we do the look, you're out the door for your event, right? On a wedding day, it's not like that. There's a lot more hand-holding, there's a lot more back and forth, there's a lot more planning, a lot more scheduling. There are more conversations that need to be had in order to have the wedding day go smoothly. There are so many moving parts on a wedding day. In my opinion, if hair and makeup is falling behind, it's because there's not enough buffer time that's being set into the schedule, which is why I take over the schedule. In my past hair and makeup life, I used to ask the bride, hey, what time do you need to be ready? They'd give me a time. I would assume a half hour before that, really for end time. But a lot of the times that I found is when they say ready is 2 o'clock, what they meant is at the door at 2 o'clock, not ready. Ready should have been 1, which is why I have these conversations with brides, right? As a dancer in a previous life, those of you that were dancers will understand call time and show time are 2 different times. Call time is you have to be ready with hair and makeup dress. The show time is actually usually an hour to an hour and a half after that. And I really do operate like that on a wedding day. I know that hair and makeup sometimes takes a long time just because of the nature of the service. Another thing also that helps me schedule accordingly and properly is the fact that I have also implemented a pre-wedding day form for everybody in the wedding party. Anyone getting hair and makeup done needs to submit a form in advance of the wedding day with their inspo pictures, info on their skin type, info on their hair type. Have they ever had hair and makeup done before? Did they like it? What was it that they didn't like about that? I go through each and every inspo picture in advance. I analyze that client and I say, hey, you know, this inspo picture that you sent me is of someone who has really almond eyes, and this client tends to have more hooded lids. So I know that going into that wedding day, I need to have that conversation with that bridesmaid saying, hey, just so you're aware, we can totally tweak this look to suit your face shape and your eye shape and your skin and your hair and whatnot. The expectations need to be set way in advance. That also includes having everything to do with beauty and getting ready in my kit, which includes an emergency nail kit. It includes a couple of nail polish colors in case someone didn't get a chance to do their nails and wants to go ahead and do them really quickly. I include like a light pink and a white, an emergency kit for any sort of accidents or blisters that may have happened. I have body tape, I have body glue, I have boob tape. Again, it's just extra things that are in the kit that end up being needed sometimes. And in emergencies, the bridal parties are so thankful that I have that. If I have someone who is really fighting me on the timeline, I really do push back, because in my experience, yes, I can do a face in 35 minutes. Does that mean that I only schedule 35 minutes for a face? No, I schedule close to an hour for each service. And the reason for that is to avoid any delays, to like preemptively think of the fact, hey, someone could be a little late because they had a rehearsal dinner the night before. This happens all the time. The bridal party's a little hungover and they need a little bit more time to get ready in the morning. I take that all into account when I'm doing my scheduling. As an artist and as the professional, you should be guiding your clients on proper timing. And what that means, really, professionals, sometimes you have to be the one to be like, I know it's a little early. It's better to have everyone in one spot and have hair and makeup going smoothly at a proper time and even being done a little earlier than the schedule so that you guys have a chance to brush your teeth, get your dresses on calmly, even take a couple of like little selfies, chill, talk, relax before you go out the door. I hate running late when I have a special event, because you're running out the door, you're sweaty, you're hot, bothered, everything's a mess. Like, you know, these are things that I think the professionals really should be guiding clients on. It's the full experience. From feedback that I've gotten from our brides, they are so thankful that I did push back on the timing, or, you know, I did set the schedule in advance, or I did get those inspiration photos out of the way, because there's a bridesmaid who's really indecisive, and if left to the last second, it would have caused a serious delay. Another reason also that I do the form in advance is because I have also had an experience in the past where I've had a bridesmaid submit a form with her hair inspo, with 3 completely different styles. Like I could see that she really had no idea how she wanted her hair. And that also gives me a good idea that, hey, I might have to like consult a little longer with this client. Another thing that also goes into our pricing is our premium touch-up kit, which by the way, includes nail files, it includes a tampon, it includes a sewing kit, it includes a couple band-aids, some alcohol wipes, it includes extra hairpins and an extra hair elastic, it includes a makeup wipe, it includes everything that you'll need for beauty. Yes, I build that into the pricing. I have had so many brides and bridesmaids be like, this is the best little touch-up kit I have ever seen. And that is what I want. I want the overall experience to be a resounding yes. All of this to say, I hope you understand now that it is not just a face of makeup that will last one day. This is a face of makeup on a day that will be revisited over and over and over again. And if the overall experience is not a good one, the best makeup look will be torn down by a client because they didn't feel good about the service or the scheduling or the timing or being stressed or pushed, or maybe didn't have enough guidance from the artist. Services coming to you is a luxury on not just a wedding day, on any day. And to minimize the full experience as, oh, it's just makeup, means that you haven't really had a good makeup experience in the past, and that's okay. But the value is there if you have a professional artist guiding you through the process. Yeah, anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Let me know your thoughts.